Hello and welcome to Sweet Home California. My name is Jennifer and I had done a video on how much I enjoy ghee and making the ghee, and it really is very simple. And now I'm going to show you, like, what do I use it for? Well, I use it for making rice-a-roni, which tastes so good. I don't know if you've done rice-a-roni with butter and it just sputters and spits at you for a while. It's because there's moisture in the butter and it's, interacting with the oils, and that's why you get this sputtering and spitting. But when you use ghee, you've already burned off all of that in the process of making the ghee, and it just browns the rice-a-roni so nicely, and it has a different taste to it. It tastes, I think, a whole heck of a lot better. The other thing I use ghee every day, and it's nice. I just leave it out on my counter. I don't even, for this amount, I don't vacuum seal it again, in between uses. I only vacuum seal the ones that are in for long-term storage, just to, as an added precaution. I'm not sure if it's absolutely necessary on that either. But anyhow, I use the ghee, and here it is. It's just so easy to get that out. This is room temperature. Comes out like that. Put it on my English muffin, and it spreads better than butter. So good. And then I put some cinnamon sugar on top of that, and unfortunately that's my breakfast most days. I don't really do too much for breakfast. But the other thing I wanted to talk to you about today was the advantages of doing your own dehydrating of fruits and things. So my mother-in-law has bought some of these dried mangoes over at Costco, and I believe it runs somewhere around $13-15 for this amount. And honestly, I'm not really sure what the weight would be if I were to do this at home, whether that's a savings or not a savings in this particular case. But one thing that is for sure is that this is not just mango. When you are buying dehydrated items in the store, it's not just mango. This has in the ingredients here mango, sugar, citric acid as an antioxidant, which I normally use anyway. I either use citric acid or a little bit of lemon does the same thing. It helps keep it from browning while it's drying. But then the other thing it has in there, so I don't like the extra sugar, but the other thing it has in there that I'm not so sure about is sodium metabisulfite as a preservative. So again, because this isn't really, I'm not sure if it's, when it originally came in, if it was all vacuum sealed or if there was air in there, and maybe that's the reason why they have to put that in there. But when you do this for yourself, when you stick that in your glass jar, you can vacuum seal it, and it can last a good long time. But yeah, I don't like the taste as much. I don't know if it's the extra sugar or that sodium sulfolate or something. I don't know. But anyhow, if you dehydrate your own food, you know exactly what you got in there. And I know this does not look terribly appetizing. My husband's like, I don't want to eat that. But I got a whole bunch of bananas and some strawberries, and I did not get to it in time to do where I chop them up into little individual pieces. The bananas were already starting to turn a little brown and soft, and I have enough bananas frozen in my freezer right now that I'm going to use for banana nut bread, that I really didn't want to add any more bananas into my freezer. So I decided to make more of a fruit roll-up sort of thing. So I took my soft strawberries, cut out any bad parts. The bananas, those were fine. Nothing, even though they're turning brown, it's just more sugar content or something. So anyhow, I just put the whole bananas in there, the strawberries in there, stuck it in my magic bullet, and then I put it all out on this parchment paper. Now, I had meant to try and do a test where I put some like olive oil on it so that it wouldn't stick so much. But I'm thinking, parchment paper, I thought nothing's supposed to stick to parchment paper. Well, that's not true. Things stick to parchment paper, especially sugary things. But I found that the drier you make it, the easier it is for it to peel off. So if you gotten to the point like here, this is what I could peel off. So I stuck it back in underneath the heat again some more. And no, it's not going to work for me. And you can see here, and I can peel some more off. But anyhow, I need to get my husband in on this because I'm not sure if I can eat all of this. But get your kids involved. This stuff is good. And it'll keep a long time. This has actually been a few days since I've done this, and I just haven't had time to do anything with it. So it's just been out here on the counter. But it's still fine. Nothing's been going to it. And then I've also got some pears here. And so anyhow, I'm going to get those all put into glass jars, suck the air out of them with my little contraption that helps preserve my dried foods. And we'll see how long this stuff lasts before I get to it and eat it. Anyhow, God bless. Thanks for watching. Bye.